Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Let's find out what's happening for your daily hope, shall we? I am this time going to start with a postcard from Spirit. So let's see what we got going on, shall we? Wow, all the cards want to fly everywhere, do they? I thought I'd flip the script a little bit here and see what comes out. Dearest you, there is only one you, and you have a unique path and a special purpose. You are supposed to have specific experiences in this world to meet certain people, but then it's up to you how you live, how awake you choose to be, and how willing you are to grow and strip away what's false. Don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to think a person is happier just because their outside looks good according to society's standards. But you can't know anyone's internal experience. Compare yourself only to your past self. See how far you've come. Don't be distracted by what others are doing or accomplishing. Stay focused on what inspires you. That's how you get successful and find happiness. Want what you have now, not what someone else has. We love you immensely and know your journey ahead is sparkling with miracles and wondrous things. Trust. Loving you forever and ever. So there's something about really being in the now here and appreciating what you have and why you have it. The purpose that it's there for. So let's pull a, what card should I go with next? Let's pull one of these ones. I haven't used this deck in a very long time. Well, it's not that terribly long. It's this one here. I'm going to pull the guidebook for it. If I can get my fingers in that case. There we go. The Earth Warriors Oracle. So let's pull an Earth Warriors Oracle and see what messages we can get. Oh wow, that's beautiful. I got 3 of them. So first one out is 31, which is a 4. It's about your foundations, about your spiritual foundations. But look at that card. Look at the antlers on that guy. Divine might foretold. Let's read that one. Number 31. You know what is correct. You understand that any gain which comes from denying your values and compromising yourself creates a loss of soul. There are times when it may seem as though people who act without integrity are obtaining benefit without negative repercussions. Life can seem unfair if you limit yourself to a sticky human perspective, yet nothing escapes the attention of the spiritual worlds. Restorative action and balancing fairness is always in action at a higher level, according to divine timing and wisdom. Stay true to your integrity, put your faith in divine justice, and you will win in a way that brings benefit to many. Don't let yourself down with behavior or attitudes that are unworthy of you. You have divinity within you and a right to be in the world with integrity and dignity and grace. Whether in a small matter or apparent insignificant to anyone other than yourself, or in big matters where you feel your soul and perhaps the souls of others are on the line, integrity will be your saving grace. You can be kind of, how's that say? You can be kind of heart, but also firm as you refuse to allow anyone or anything to convince you that lowering your standards of acceptable behavior is warranted. Be in right relationship with yourself and the divine. Justice will be, it says here, look, justice will always be done. So, yeah, lots of B's in there. So I think it's about really being yourself and just honoring your self-integrity and understanding that what you decide to put your time to, what you decide to deal with. You may have a million things going on at once and 1,000 people want your time. They want investment from you. They want all these sorts of things. and they want it like now. But how you move through it and speak your truth and set your boundaries, I mean, we all want to grow, we all want to whichever, but we have a choice as to how fast that happens or how slowly that happens. And maybe at times we don't have a lot of time to give as we normally would have. Look at this one. I don't even know how to say that, but you see it there. It's card number 2. Estinatle, I want to say. Estinatlehi, maybe. I don't know. All right, let's grab the book and we'll read this one too. May as well read them all since they fell out. Card number 2, let's see. Change is upon you. It is essential for your continued growth, and you do not need to fear it. As you allow for this change, remain steadfast in your inner spiritual connection. This gives you courage, trust, peace, and reassurance, and you will find ways to navigate the shift so that your life improves through the process. If you are thinking of making a change, you are encouraged to do so without trying to force it. Be open and do your part to be the best, to do the best and be the best of your ability, but also tune into your sense of divine timing, asking the universe for help and allowing life to unfold according to its own rhythm of creative, loving intelligence. It's pronounced Estinatluhi, something like that, yeah. Is the turquoise moon goddess of the Navajo, known as Changing Woman. She is always changing and yet never dies. As she begins to age, she simply turns to walk to the east, the direction of the rising sun, and begins where she is renewed. Her blessings are for nourishment, renewal, and energy and new beginnings. She brings hope and reminds us that life is constantly renewing itself around us and within us. We can always begin again in that spirit of renewal. In the face of loss or destruction, her presence brings comfort, hope, and peace, so that rather than losing faith and giving up because we feel defeated, we have the courage to continue to fight for what matters with refreshed reserves of energy and enthusiasm. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. It's like a understanding that you will be refreshed, you will be renewed, and there's enthusiasm to keep on the journey of what you're doing and how you move forward with it. All right, number 22. Now, how do we pronounce this one? Any really fancy pronouncer peoples out there? Sorry about that. Nganyama, I want to say. Honor of the ancient king. This oracle indicates awakening and the healing and strengthening of divine masculine energy within the soul to take the initiative and to lead with wisdom. Healing and masculinity is relevant at both physical and psychological levels. To love and make peace with the masculine allows it to become dynamic and expressive of integrity, purpose, justice, and protection. Acknowledge your own power. Do not play small. Conserve your energy. Get plenty of rest. See, this is what Halo needs to do. Yep, I need to get plenty of rest. But when the time is right, let your soul roar and your true voice be heard without hesitation or fear. You are a protector and leader of others. Allow your spiritual connection to awaken your courage and boldness. Refuse to be put down. Trust in the dignity and divinity within. This word here, Nganyama, in Zulu refers to lion, yet it is not a simple translation. It also refers to a natural position of power. Implied in this is a position of kingly leadership, which entails the wisdom and justice of mercy. This is the spirit of the divine masculine actively expressed in order to right the wrongs of the world. This divine masculine potency within men and women defend the sacred feminine by putting in the energy and actions and commitment required to bring her values to life. Divine masculine consciousness is essential for us to conquer procrastination, hesitation, fear, doubt, and inertia. It is the power of the sword of discernment, integrity, strength, and honesty. It is the ability to protect and defend what is worthy. It is not about dominating the world, but about moving powerfully amongst it, from a position of inner spiritual connection to the wisdom and the sacred feminine that is always revealing the way. This oracle brings you lion medicine. Lion is archetype energy of raw power, strength, and fearlessness. Lions carry power, energy for those that need to be seen and heard in position of leadership. Be fearless as you trust in your spiritual power, which is certainly more than enough for any divine purpose that needs to be accomplished. Express your true voice and affirm your intentions. The voice of the Spirit is louder than any other voice within you or around you. It is the most powerful, the most far-reaching impact. Like the roar of the lion, the spiritual voice speaks truth, will be heard, and takes effect, casting off any darkness seeking to impede your purpose and the purpose of those that you love and protect. Look at that. Wow. So, this is absolutely about, putting a perspective in place for those around you and for yourself. See here where it says you're supposed to have specific experiences in this world. So it's like you're getting to places on the map where you're going to step into and join there. But you get to choose which experiences you move forward with. And I'm going to tell you guys right now that if setting boundaries with people makes them angry, then you have to know that they're after their best intentions, not the best intention of the whole. Because if, say, you're not feeling well, or you've got a lot going on, or maybe you're like me and you've got a grandbaby that's going to be due any day now, and you're trying to get caught up on your work, and other people are needing your time, and other people are this, and other people are that, and they get very angry when you don't show up Johnny on the spot, You have to understand that they are after what it is they need. And there's a card in this deck here that says something about anger, something and whatever are merely cries for help. It's a very good card. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. So how can we bring more love into the scenario? Obstacles are detours in the right direction, you see. So when that person gets angry and decides to run off and do their thing or whichever, I take that as that's an obstacle, but it's detouring you to a better place forward, a better way of handling things. So this is about having so much power, honor of the ancient king. It's like, be careful. I mean, a king, think about it, sits on a throne. He's like, you have to be careful how you come to a king. Do you not? Right? Divine might foretold. There's so much power in this reading and transformative energy. And it's because it's like the divine masculine in people for some time has been used in a very raw way. And when it's healing to combine with the divine feminine, there's actually an undertaking that takes place. It's like a joint, it's like when you screw the lid on a jar, or if you have two halves and they screw together in some sort of way, it's like all of a sudden, that moment that when you tighten it, it clicks in, and then there's a coming together. And that's what's happening right now. There's absolutely a coming together. Let's find out how the divine's opening the heart chakra. This deck here is Universe Has My Back deck. This deck here is the power of love. Present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. So how can we take an energy of love towards what is going on? Vision. No matter what, you see the bigger picture of a loving, just universe. So understanding that a loving, just universe is here with you, for you, has your back in every single way. I'm going to see this. I don't usually use the book here to do this, but I want to look at these present and vision. Let's look at vision first. Now that your blinders are coming off, you are able to see the world and beyond the physical. Through your spiritual vision, you are embracing the sacred mission, which is the reason you agreed to participate in this dimension. You can envision a universe so vast, beautiful, and spectacular that miracles are a part of your everyday experience. Your higher intellect has been stimulated, and you can recognize a higher essence of your soul and know their lessons. You are able to grasp the difficult lessons of grief, loss, and sorrow, seeing them as experiences from which to grow. Spiritual guides, angels, and masters, teachers are drawn to you, whether you are aware of their presence or not. You have agreed on a soul level to be a conduit of deep spiritual truths, which you easily manifest into this physical. You have a strong intuitive sense of what you need to do on a large scale to bring your vision to the masses. This may be through the creative arts, such as writing, singing, painting, or speaking, or as a spiritual practitioner. As you embrace and live out your vision, you remind others how to dance to the tune of divinity and the oneness of being. That is so amazing. It's powerful. What a powerful reading. Like, wow. So you have a choice as to what you're going to do here. It's like you're absolutely at a crossroads. What is it you're going to put your focus into? What is it you're moving towards? And can you do it all at once? That's the question. Maybe someone feels a little bit overwhelmed and doesn't feel like they can do it all at once. And let's be present in understanding what people are going through. The most difficult lesson for human beings to learn is to live in the present moment. It is part of our nature to look forward to the future and dwell on the past. And unfortunately, it is a mindset that strips us of power. Instead, we should be taught to learn from the past, live for today, and experience tomorrow. Tomorrow. Only then are we able to glimpse our true mission on earth. Everything else is just static. When you are present in the moment, you are existing where life is actually occurring. Don't spend valuable time worrying about a crisis that may never come. Of course, look at the grand picture, evaluate your life, and set goals. But don't place unneeded stress where it doesn't belong. It is wasted energy. Reliving the past is also a fool's game. You have no power there other than to diminish the potential of today. In contrast, in the present, you have the power to forgive the hurts done to you and apologize for any you caused. The past becomes a stepping stone to enlightenment and opposed to a speed bump on the road to happiness. Fully appreciate the moment right now and attempt to get the most out of every second. It is when you let go and reside in the present that you are able to summon love with every thought and experience. What a beautiful reading. I love you guys. I hope it resonates. I'll talk to you again soon.